So, remember last video when I said that, oh, Spyro's delayed till November, and it's probably because Spyro 3's not out, and everybody's like, oh yeah, and that's why it's not on the disc, and Activision's fucking it up, and everything's going to shit. Well, just yesterday, well, it will be a couple of days for them that then passed the message on, but a couple of days ago, Pez.tv got a hold of Toys for Bob, and they were like, here you go, and then Pez.tv's like, sup, bitches? We got all this Spyro 3 footage, as well as some compilations of, like, a bit of Stone Hill, a little bit of Glimmer, and everything else thrown in. And then, because I guess they're not a proper game reporting channel, like, I looked through Pez's channel, and it's got, like, Friday the 13th as a movie, and then just another random video, so I guess it's not fully gaming. So they were like, hey, Canada guy, you cover gaming, right? And you're like the guy, the Spyro guy at the moment. Yeah? What of it, boy? Well, here you go. Here's the footage. You can be the first one to upload the video. Oh, thanks, Pez. And then he did, and then everybody saw that you could have the Sheila section, and now, like yours truly, everybody's got the video, and everybody's like, look at it, let's all marvel at it, and analyze it, and all the other good stuff. So, yeah, that's the thing. So, we'll do that in a minute. So, just before we begin, I've just said so many times, that was just fucking, oh god, that was bad. But anyway, before we analyse it, let's just have a quick back up and calm down. So, as mentioned, the footage is out. We are now seeing a lot of Spyro 3. We're going to see it in this video. We see Sheila, we see the Weather Spire, where the Weather Imps live. We see quite a lot of it, and that's great. That kind of shows that Spyro 3 is at least in some sort of finished state now, because up until last week we'd seen absolutely nothing. I mean, granted, it's still the first world, so you do have to wonder, are they still making the second, third and fourth worlds of Midday Gardens, Evening Lake and Midnight Mountain? Oh, I don't know. But at least we're seeing it, and what we are seeing is good. And, well, when we get to Sheila, I'll tell you, because one person in my comments left a comment. It was on Discord, not on YouTube, but they left a comment and like, you haven't even heard her voice? Yeah, I know, but the design. You've not even heard her voice, but the design. So that's good. So anyway, let's do what everybody else is doing and analyse the footage. And we are off with a dragon drinking tea.
His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong, like me. Sure.
Ha, that was funny. It's still nice to see that they give that dragon another unique design. I really do like that they're trying to give each dragon of the 80 originals their own unique personality. Moving swiftly on though, so we get to see the Sheila gameplay, which looks really good. Like, she actually moves like a proper kangaroo. It seems a lot more fluent than it did in the originals on the PlayStation. And the Rhinox again looking good. And as for Sheila's design, we're going to put this up on screen for a moment, because this has been a point that a lot of people have made, because the original was kind of a generic kangaroo. Here's the homeworld, by the way. It looks all nice. We'll see more of like Sunny Villa over there. It's just like the Artisan homeworld really. We've just got all of the little bits and bobs. But I want to focus on Sheila a little bit more for a minute, because the design is obviously on screen and a lot of people were looking at it. Here's the Weather Spire as well. I like how the Thunderbolts actually spark with electricity with this newfound technology, the power of PlayStation. And the wind actually looks like real wind rather than just a pixelated line. But yeah, a lot of people were like, oh, well, she's not just a generic kangaroo anymore. Because, let's face it, that's what she was in the original. A bit of a generic kangaroo, typical Australian accent, and you know, kind of a fake one where it's like, I gotta save my girlfriend Torna from the evil Dr. Cortex. These are the new weather imps. They don't look too bad. Yeah, not much to say about them. All the weather spire looking really good. We get to see a full shot of it here, where we see a lot more mountains in the backgrounds to make it feel like it is a huge world rather than just like several floating buildings. But yeah, so she looks like a generic kangaroo, and now they've done her up a little bit to make her feel more unique. There you go, you can see like the mountains in the background and stuff. And a few people were having some issues with her design. I know what those issues were, and a lot of other people were really liking it. The issues were her waist, because if you look at her coat and where the coat connects to the waist, that is like one skinny, like tiny waist compared to that big extra thick booty. Oh, she has got the big booty. She is extra thick. Here's Sunset Villa. Not much to say about it. I never really liked Sunset Villa all that much. It was kind of like the first level. I mean, it looks okay. It's just the white walls with the grass, and that's what it looked like in the original with some Yellowstone. So not much to say about that one, to be honest. I never really liked this level. It was just the first level, and all the other ones that came later, like the Molten Core, look a lot better. So yeah, this is Sunset Villa. But yeah, some people like, she's gonna get snapped in half. That tiny waist gonna get snapped in half. And at first, I thought it was the coat, but just quickly like flying back over to the gameplay, I'm going to take a print screen of when we were in game and she's jumping up. Yeah, she's got a bit of a tiny waist there, and that's because her coat's so tight fitting. So I see your problem, and some people were saying, oh, her hair, she looks like a kangaroo version of Coco. I have no problem with that. I think it's really nice that she actually does have her own unique look now, rather than just a generic kangaroo. We'll obviously have to hear how she sounds. I would prefer a real Australian woman do the voice acting than what we got with Crash and Skylanders Academy, where it was clearly not an Australian trying to put on an Australian accent and just being like, I gotta save my girlfriend Torna from the evil Dr. Cortex boomerang gamma. And it's like, no, please don't do that. And now we see the iconic bit of Spyro 3, the skateboard, and it's moving fast, it's moving at a good pace. And when we see the up half pipes, I have not played Tony Hawk in a very long time, but when we see the half pipes, it does look like it has been programmed a lot more fluently. There you go, a lot more fluently than whatever the hell the bear and the Wave Rider was in Crash 3, because the vehicles in the Insane Trilogy, they did feel a little bit clunky, whereas here we're going fast and we're doing the half pipes right away, and it's looking spot on. So I really look forward to seeing how that plays out. Obviously we need to see a little bit more of the skateboard, and we obviously have to play the skateboard for ourselves to see how the vehicles feel. But yeah, it's looking okay, but I'm kind of worried about the vehicles just because of how the vehicles, like the Wave Rider and Tiger, did control in the Insane Trilogy. But there you go. Glimmer, by the way, looking fantastic. The crystals actually having a nice glowing effect coming out the rocks. I like the more sunset sky where everything's a lot darker and you can see the moon not fully risen but starting to rise with that purple sky in there. So I do like the more evening look of Glimmer rather than the blue skied midday, so that's looking really nice. And yeah, that's good. So finishing off with Sheila, a lot of people were saying, oh, her design looks a bit weird, and some others were absolutely loving her design. I just want to really hear her talk. As for my thoughts on Sheila's design, I like it. I do agree. I think, as I say, I do think that I love the different personalities, and I want to see more people like Bentley and Agent 3 have their own unique looks to them, and it does make them feel better than just a generic kangaroo, a generic monkey. Speaking of which, we flip back to Sheila, but yeah, it looks a lot better than a generic kangaroo, a generic monkey, giving them their own hairstyle and their own like little articles of clothing, like the jacket. Because I mean, Agent 3 and Sergeant Byrd had their little rocket jetpack and stuff, so if they can have their own unique clothes, then why not Sheila? Why she just got to be a generic kangaroo? Like, I hope they do the same with Bentley the Yeti as well. I hope he's not just a generic Yeti as well. Thank you, Canada Guy, for that. Nice on you. Everybody's sharing this, and I will now just cut back over to my own little card podcast thing to wrap up as well. But yeah, so I hope Bentley gets his own stuff as well. Like, I really do think that they all should have their own personalities, because if you're going to take the time and effort to give all of the dragons, like all 80 dragons, their own different personalities, with the Smash one, this guy getting a lot of fan art, a lot of, not safe for work, kinky fan art, because everybody wants to be fucked by the big buff daddy dragon. Oh yeah. So if every dragon is getting their own unique personality like that, then I think that the 5 main heroes of Sheila, Sergeant Byrd, Bentley, Agent 9, I think they should all get their own unique looks and personalities as well, rather than just generic kangaroo. And when you give them a side-by-side comparison of generic kangaroo to this one that looks a little bit more unique with the hairstyle and the jacket, you'd obviously say I like the hairstyle and the jacket one a little bit more. Obviously, there are things that people will have issues with, like, oh, well, her hairstyle looks a little bit like Coco's. I feel like they could have done something maybe a little bit more with the hairstyle. Maybe. Also, just a little added bit in here. Speaking of the hair thing, there was actually a thing on Reddit where someone did a Photoshop of the 2 problems people don't like. That is, her eyes aren't bright like the original, so they brightened them up and they removed the hair. So here's a side-by-side of the Reignited and the Reddit edit, so there you go. I mean, I don't mind the hair one. I think the hair one looks fine. Both look good to me. Either way, both look good. Also, goddamn does the internet work fast. This has been out literally 1 day, and like a big buff daddy dragon, well, there's a lot of art of the new Sheila, just like, yeah, all that. And there is one of the dirties of Sheila. So yeah, that happened. It's only been 24 hours, maybe just over 24 hours, and well, it's very clear that despite some minor nitpicks, 90% of the internet does love the new redesign, because oh boy, they're certainly drawing her, and there is already 1 porn picture, and there's probably going to be a whole lot more on the way. So it's if I were sitting there in Toys for Bob's office, seeing all that art and that 1 dirty picture, I would probably chalk that up to a great success. So we made the kangaroo fuckable. Yes. So back to past Spyro. Her waist's like a twig, but overall, you'd probably go with the unique designed person over the generic one, because it's like, that one feels more special. So yeah, I'm liking the new design, and I'm liking the footage I'm seeing. And as for the comment I was telling you about, it comes from Moon Knight, who once he saw the gameplay and saw Sheila in general, well, the kangaroo is now his new waifu. So that's the thing. I mean, I'm a little disappointed, because I thought I was your waifu. I thought I, the greatest dragon in gaming, was your waifu. Do I have to dress up as the female kangaroo now? I'll have to draw a picture of that for him, because I mean, there can only be one waifu, so I'll have to get that drawn, especially for Moon Knight. But yeah, so overall, the footage is looking great. Spyro 3 is now actually being shown off, ready to get the reveal out in November, or the full release in November. Still no word on the whole download thing. Like, people have found out that it's 34 gigabytes, so why is it saying 50? And what's the 16 gigabytes of download for? Or is that just a rough estimate? Or who knows? But apparently the internet thing is still required, and Activision's still keeping quiet on the internet thing. So Activision, why are you keeping quiet on the internet thing? And what is the internet thing? Stop being a dick and tell us what the internet thing is. But for now, it's looking good, and I'm really excited. I'm loving the remakes of the areas like Glimmer. I've loved the redesign of Sheila, and I can't wait to see the redesigns of things like Bentley, because in the original, Bentley had a British accent, and he's like, "Oh, most indubitably, sir, I have got the, even though I am a beast, a big, abominable snowman that can crush your bones, I am a civilized British snowman. What do you take me for?" So if he's got that voice again, if he's got like the posh British accent, then I don't want to just see the generic Yeti, especially after seeing Sheila. I don't want to just see the generic Yeti. I want to see if they give him like a monocle or a top hat, or something that makes him just a little bit more special like they did with Sheila. But for now, it's all looking good. And I'm going to go and finish the We Happy Few review, because I got to the ending of Arthur's story. I saw the ending of Arthur's story, and then I got to Act 2 with Sally's part with the fucking baby. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. All you need to know is Act 2 is absolutely fucking horrible, and I hate it. So yeah, look forward to the review, because I've got enough footage for the review, and it's all recorded, all the lines are recorded, all the footage is got. I just quickly put this together onto Camtasia because, of course, as the greatest dragon in gaming, I'm not going to negate updates of my own games. Do you know how long I've waited for this? I have waited so long for this. I'm not going to negate the update, so I had to put this update out first. So, yeah, good stuff. So, I will see all of you tomorrow for the We Happy Few review. And yeah, I think that's everything. Is that everything? That is everything. So thank you all for watching this video. What are your thoughts on Sheila's redesign, as well as the new footage from Spyro 3, like the redesign of the weather imps and that one guy in Stonehill that now drinks tea because he is a proper Brit? Good on you, my friend. Do let me know down in the comments section below. But for now, thank you all for watching, and if you did indeed enjoy the video, do please feel free to leave a like. It does help out the channel. If you want to not miss a video like the We Happy Few review, then hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so the notifications go through, because, you know, subscribe doesn't mean subscribe on YouTube anymore, because, yeah, okay. And of course, there are also links down below to the public Discord if you just want to come in and chat with me, the Twitter if you want to see what I'm tweeting out in live time, and my Patreon if you would like to support me further. But for now, thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next video.